Lil Morgan gonna win the women's Money in the Bank this year, and that's all I'm gonna say.
You don't believe that.
Lil Morgan to do, man. You want her to?
I want her to beat competition. That's what I want. He hasn't been convincing at all. She was getting her ass beat by Becky Lynch, ass beat by Rhea Ripley.
Becky Lynch had to cheat to beat her. They literally bring that up in the story. No, come back here. No. You not finna rain on my Lil Morgan parade, dog.
Let's move on.
No, we not moving on. No.
Y'all ain't see that. Y'all ain't see that.
Homie, I'm leading the way. DG on top. How about you keeping the lane? Lead them away. I don't feel my ops. Battle with me, I'm the stay. Kick up my feet on the plane. Homie, I'm leading the way.
Man, I'm telling you, man. I hit that, man. That was nice. You agree, right?
Melon just don't like me, man. I couldn't watch it. Melon just never lets me see what everybody else get to see. That's when I got to pull up my second screen, my expensive second screen that like not many. I'm in like a different percentile to get the second screen.
Different percentile to get the second screen. This man said.
I won't
lie. It's kind of like going in and out. It's kind of like
it's the oranges, pineapples.
Like how does it look for? How does it look over here on
me?
Our side? Yeah. How's it look for us on your side?
You look perfectly fine. I look like in another like frame of like I look like I'm moving like 2 frames per second.
Right. Yeah. I'm like it looks. I was just seeing if you can see like is everything pretty much to the point? Like can you see everything pretty clearly?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see everything. I don't know people. Yeah, they probably think I'm just standing in one spot.
Right, yeah. Hey, but the audio's coming in clean. So look, we gonna go ahead with it. We gonna go
Okay, that's all we need to.
And if you disappear, we got you. We got you. But I ain't gonna lie.
He said we're gonna just carry on.
We just gonna carry on. Exactly. The show must go on. I got the microphone fixed. If you can't see, it's looking good now. I can finally tell. Am I too loud? Devin, am I too loud? Am I screaming in your ear?
No.
Then we
had to put both of them on.
Then we all good then, man. We didn't even start the show. Man. Here, let me do this. Let me do this. Hello, all, and welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah Jackson Jr., of course. Alongside me, Devin Lee Crimes, of course, Jr. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty fabulous. It's a new one. I ain't used that one yet. Fabulous, man. I ain't a free bird, but I'm fabulous.
You ain't a free bird, but you fabulous, man. That sounds like the most old head thing you could ever say. Like, I'm not.
It did feel like it when I was about to say it, but I was like, it's too late now.
That's old head behavior.
I used to like that thing.
And speaking of old heads, no, I'm just playing.
Hey.
We got Justin alongside us, man. Justin says, "What's up,
boss?"
He also says, "Sounding and looking everything crispy clean." Man, we appreciate you, Justin, as always, man. And Justin, we also got some. Matter of fact, we're gonna put it out here right now. We're actually gonna announce this right here and right now. And I just didn't know if Justin was also a part of this as well. So text us, Justin, if you are. But we're actually joining a game, not really a game, but we're joining an event. and it's from the Cheap Pop Wrestling Podcast. Right, that's wrestling RASSLIN, and they have their fantasy faction, and pretty much they have rounds, and you pretty much the rules of it as I'm scrolling through it now. He goes on to say that it's as Devin leaves, but so they pretty much go on to have rounds. Long story short, you select a couple of singles competitors. You pick a couple of tag teams as well, and throughout the event, Raw, SmackDown, you're getting fantasy points. So whatever they do, it's pretty much, if you play fantasy football, if you play fantasy basketball, it's stuff like that. So fantasy wrestling, that's what we've joined into. It starts in the first week of September. So me and Devin live will make our picks, and we're gonna have some fun. Devin will pick half of the singles competitors. I'll pick half of the singles. We'll pick the tag teams together, and we might pick the women's division as well together. But either or, look, it's gonna be awesome. I think we're gonna do great. I think we're gonna mop the competition. I'm not worried at all. You already know I'm not worried at all. Devin, I know you missed it, but it was also DM to us. But I just pretty much explained the fantasy faction and how it's pretty much like fantasy basketball, fantasy baseball. You pick your singles wrestlers. I said we'll go half on that. I said we'll pick our tag team, obviously, and then we'll pick the women's division together. So I said that's pretty much how that was gonna go, and we're gonna have some fun, and we'll do it live. Are you excited for this?
I am, and I hope that it don't look like I wasn't, like I just dipped out. Y'all know how Melon be treating me, but it's all good. I came out on top this time. I'm back.
So look, man, it's even dope. Like for scoring points, they got like non-title match wins, title match wins. For match losses, you lose some points. Winning at pay-per-views, you get bonuses, and it's double for your captains and tag teams. So like they have, and it's 50 bonus points for winning like battle royals, Hell in the Cells, tournaments, TLC matches. They go all into this. So shout out to Cheap Pop Wrestling Podcast. We want to give them a huge shout out as we're joining into their program. We pretty much just reached out and asked just because we seen all the scoreboards that they have, and we're like, bro. And I actually told this to Devin. I'm like, man, we're doing predictions this whole time, and we're over here going against each other. We could go against each other.
Go to the big leagues.
Yeah, I'm like, let's go to the big leagues. Not only is we gonna go against each other and have some fun here on the Heel Turn Podcast, let's smoke some other guys. We got to come into an agreement and let's smoke some guys over here. So it's awesome. Justin, I just had to throw that out there. I didn't know if you were a part of it, but man, it is just so interesting. It's on Instagram as well. He has to post everything on Instagram. So it's Cheap Pop Wrestling Podcast. They didn't pay us for that. This is just a plug because we just think it's a dope concept. So yeah, Devin, man, do you think we're gonna come into an agreement at all on this thing? Like, where do you think will be the crossroad for us? The women's division or the tag team?
I want to say the women's division. Because you be hating on.
Well, if we're not getting Liv Morgan, I don't want to be in this tournament at all. That's you.
I mean, no. It's not just that. It's just, our ideals are clash sometimes. Where I look into the future, and you just,
you look into the
looking
future.
At the present.
You look into the future. Okay. You look into.
I do.
Raven Simone.
I'm the guy that's still
look into the future. Huh?
Yeah, call me That's So Devin, man. It's the future I can see. I'm gonna start putting them effects, like, and then like next thing you know, I see like this match happening. I'm like, Morgan gonna win Money in the Bank. Oh yeah, Io Sky gonna win Money in the Bank. Oh yeah, Rhea Ripley gonna win Royal Rumble. Like,
look, they
probably gonna test me.
If I had to bet on my crushes to win, Jamie Hayter would probably still be champion if it wasn't for her injury. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to bet on all my crushes. Look at that. Even Justice says, don't doubt the crystal ball. Look, Devin ain't bald head yet. We ain't gonna call his head a crystal ball yet. We ain't gonna clown Devin like that.
In time, man.
In due time.
I'm gonna get that Ricochet.
You gonna get that Ricochet? Man, you know what? I just wish you was like Lacey Evans and just leave. I just want you to leave. I mean, what a perfect segue. Harsh, but a perfect segue, I should say. I was like, that was the only segue.
I guess I gotta take one for the team.
I just want you to just leave. I couldn't think of nothing. I'm sorry, but long story short, Lacey Evans, 33 years old. I had to give out her age because in wrestling terms, insanely young. You know, and we talked about that a couple weeks last week that Jim Cornette even brought up, you know, in terms of sports. And Devin, did you get that answer right? I don't know if I asked you that. In basketball, what's your prime age?
I want to say what, like, you know, like 25,
27. So,
I was close.
So, but like, technically, they say that your prime in basketball, where you're supposed to be at the peak of your game, is at 27 years old, and that's fairly young. In wrestling, it's reverse. You're at the peak of your game when you in your mid 30s. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. You know, when you're making the huge. I just named out the Shield for some weird reason. Like,
So it works.
But guys in their mid, 30s are getting older. Shinsuke Nakamura, who, he did all his great work in Japan, and now he just, came into America when he's older. But there's so many guys that as soon as they got older, everything clicked for them. That's when they started becoming they became more than just superstars. They became box office attractions, type of a deal. So, man, how do we get from that to Lacey Evans?
Because you brought up her age, and you was like,
thank you for saving me there. I was like, there was a reason why I was going off about this, but that's why
you was like, she left right before her prime.
Yeah, she left right before her prime. Now, granted, she was making some controversial comments, so I don't know how they would feel about that over there on across the street in AEW, or maybe she's done wrestling in general. But Lacey Evans is said to have left WWE. Devin, is this a blessing or a curse for her? Not for WWE, but for her.
I would say for her, because
is it a blessing or a curse for my? I said that wrong.
Oh, my fault. It's a blessing for her, I would say, because I don't know what she was gonna do. They tried, repackaging her time after time, and nobody was feeling it. And like I said, also the stuff she was saying on the interweb wasn't helping. But like, if she could pop up somewhere, maybe Impact. I mean, AEW just might take her. I mean, they had Sabu pop up, so I mean, that should tell you something.
Man, Justin,
I think this is more, like I said, a blessing for her.
Yeah. No, Justin texts in. Justin says Lacey has so many character changes and repackages, and nothing was working or drawing any interest. So why would WWE keep her, or why would she stay if that's the case? That's a great question. Why does WWE keep hiring people and this is me agreeing with you, Justin. I'm not this is me agreeing, but why would they keep hiring somebody like Emma, who is just oh, we're gonna do something with you this time, and then you're gone for 6 months? They brought up Eva Marie. Oh, we're gonna do something with you. You're gonna be a model. Then you're gone for 6 months. You disappeared. Was Tegan Knox? Tegan Knox was released, right? And they hired her back.
Yep.
Tegan Knox got hired back. Where's she at? Disappeared. Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae just show up. She just show up to disappear. To be honest, she just shows up to disappear. But there's so many wrestlers like Lacey Evans where you see them, now you see them, now you don't. And it's why keep hiring and why keep going through the process of showing us these people, giving us the what's the word? Giving them the exposure, that's the word. Why give them that exposure when you're not even going to use them to begin with, or know that they're not even up to par? Like Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke has received so much TV time, more than Lacey Evans, more than a whole lot of more than Natalya, who was just an overall veteran. And Dana Brooke, 9 times out of 10, loses. She's a laughing stock, and they kind of treat her with a little bit of disrespect in my eyes. So, and then you use her for something good. She goes to NXT. She's doing something in NXT. You can do something like that with Lacey Evans, but I think personally, Lacey Evans is done with wrestling. I think she's giving this thing up. You agree with that?
I didn't think about that, but I would agree. Because it's just a whole term of image. Because however we perceived her in WWE is how we gonna first perceive her anywhere else, and that's a hole to crawl out of.
Yeah, it definitely is. So I mean, we wish Lacey Evans the best. That's all it is. I mean, we're not wishing no ill will on her. She didn't do nothing to us. So Lacey Evans, that's all you got to just get right. We hope you have a happy and healthy life wherever you go. Justice says Candace could be involved in something now if WWE will put any effort into bringing back the way. I'm sorry, Justin. You go ahead, Devin.
No, I was gonna say Austin Theory. You know, he freed up now. I mean,
well, Austin
he
Theory.
can go lose.
Austin Theory not freed up. He got his title to win back because LA Knight can't win to save his life. Yeah.
Nah.
You know how they?
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
You know
Austin.
This is how stupid WWE is. This man is so over. So over. All he had to do was win a number one contenders match. That's all he has to do. And then they're like, no, we're going to put him in a program with The Miz. We're going to get him all the way. Like, why? That is so extra and so unnecessary to put him in a feud with The Miz that we already know. You're too over. You don't have to get any more over. Why are you fighting The Miz? That's unnecessary. But Candice LeRae, yeah, I'm sorry. She bores the hell out of me. Her and her husband bore the hell out of me. Like, so I'm not a fan. They could wrestle. They could wrestle. I'm not saying nothing about their wrestling, but they bore the hell out of me.
Maybe that's not why they on TV. Maybe that's why they're not on TV that much. It must be somebody else that feel the same way.
I'm writing to Vince McMahon. Here we go. We got to talk about here. And to be honest, this is why I be waiting, man. I be waiting to have conversations like this. Not only to hear your take, Devin, but to hear our main man, Justin. He also goes on to say, I think Lacey is done with wrestling. She wants to do her own deli. So she's already ready for life outside of wrestling. Plus, she gets to spend more time with family. Look, her daughter is like her life. So, like whatever she does, I think will be goated. So look, man, we just wish her the best, and whatever views she got, man, and the money that she got for WWE too, on top of that. So I think she eating good. Lacey Evans is fine, but we gotta let Justin hate us. Let's talk about CM Punk. CM Punk is getting into the news again. Once again, you know, we talked about him.
Mussolini.
Like, I'm telling you, that man's nice. And now we're getting to the point to where, you know, can we stop making excuses for the man? Because now, you know, they said he sent a text message apology to Hangman Page for saying that Hangman Page don't sell toys. We talked about that last week. And then he actually said that not only kicking Ryan Nemeth out, kicking Christopher Daniels out, kicking Matt Hardy out, you know, CM Punk was probably going to kick everybody, you know, kick some mothers out of there, you know, if they said something negative about him. But now you're getting to the point to where he's having a yelling match with not Jungle Boy, with Jack Perry. And this was reported, a couple days ago. And this is coming from Fightful. Fightful reported that Perry was brought into one of the 4 Collision episodes filmed in Canada over June and July, and they contained a spot where Perry wanted to use real glass. And they didn't report what the purpose of the segment was, but it says a few days with Punk's power on Saturday night, there are sides. Punk's power. It says
better than that people power.
No, it's that people power. They go on to say Punk felt that Perry was throwing a temper tantrum over his desired use of real glass, despite productions, doctors, and Tony Schiavone recommending otherwise. Punk reportedly felt Perry was trying to avoid having to work the next week, which he sees as a big problem in the company. Okay. Oh, let's stop right there. I'm going to reread that because I think there's something there. He says, Punk has reportedly felt that Perry was trying to avoid having to work the next week, which he sees as a big problem in the company. And my question is, how often do you see these huge spots? And then, I'm not saying we don't see these guys next week, but is that why we're seeing a lot of these huge spots and some of these guys going for it?
It adds to that, yeah, because if they, unfortunately get hurt, I'm not saying that they're going out there like, hey man, let me twist my ankle real quick. I know I'm gonna be out for a few weeks, but OTK gonna keep paying me. I'm thinking that's what it is, and I think they kind of saw that loophole and was like, well, shoot, it ain't gonna really look out of the ordinary because everybody doing crazy spots. So my crazy spot just gonna blend right in.
Man, it's nuts, man. Like it's, what's crazy about this thing is like to know that like, okay, I'm gonna just do this huge spot and I'm gonna go nuts. The fans are gonna love it. And the best part is Tony Khan gonna see that and he ain't gonna give me a week off. Tony Khan gonna see that and I'm gonna get some time. That's crazy. If that is, and somebody can correct us if we're wrong, if we're like thinking about this, if I'm taking this the wrong way. But the way I'm seeing this is like I'm seeing so much of Sammy Guevara on the top ladder. Ooh, I'm crazy. I'm young and I'm crazy. Watch me do this stupid shit. And he jumps, hurts himself, and then I'm not saying we don't see him the next week, but it would make sense on why we see a lot of huge spots in AEW. And I mean, I think this is a huge deal. Like I think that's kind of nuts. CM Punk is like, I see this as a huge, like that's being a trend out in AEW.
Look, and the whole basis, I know we haven't really fairly thoroughly got through the rest of the whole confrontation they had, but I see where CM Punk and other medical staff and Tony Schiavone included is coming from. Because the thing is, why do we need to like use real glass? Why we got to sit up here and cause so much risk that's already there? As I said before, you can be injured for weeks just from running across the ring and something popping. So you trying to jump to a real table and actually try to really almost dangerously hurt yourself. Why? Why make your job even more unsafe? Especially when it's not even really a payoff for it, where it's not something where it's going to enhance your match or enhance a feud or enhance how fans perceive you. It's just there because you just want to do it.
Yeah. Now here's what could possibly change your mind here, because Brian Alvarez also goes on to write. He says Jungle Boy had a vacation planned. He wanted to do a pre-taped angle with a car to write him off TV for that week. Punk told him no. He felt it was too dangerous to do a broken glass spot and said that they cared about safety. Jungle Boy was upset at that. That is very different from the story that Jack wanted to do a dangerous spot as a way to avoid having to go to work. Still, change your mind at all?
I was about to. No, it don't, because they just did the same thing for Bianca Belair like last night, trying to write her off. All they had to do was put a chair on her foot, say her leg was already previously injured. Boom, I hit that with a chair safely, and now you gone. You ain't gotta sit up there and go get hit by a car, just to justify that you're gonna be off for a while. Unless you Paige and you gonna still wrestle. I'm just that in there.
Justin Alvarez beat us to the punch. No, I'm just playing Justin Alvarez. Like he's like, Justin Alvarez. He says, thing I heard is that Jungle Boy asked for vacation time off and was going to use the glass spot as a way to get him off TV to use that as time. Justin, text in if you want to slide in. If you can't, that's fine. But I do want to get your opinion on what do you think of Jungle Boy's. What do you think of that? I really want to hear Justin's opinion on that. But Devin, I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, I don't care if you're going on vacation time. Like I feel like that's crazier. I feel like at the end of the day, and you made a great point. They just threw a chair on Bianca Belair's leg. Smack. It was previously injured. Smack. Get him out of here. Like this man's FTW champion. If you're gonna lose your belt or if you're gonna do something crazy, like it's gonna be something unsanctioned. It's going to be something nuts. You could do something crazy without having to risk your life. They're not using broken. They don't even use broken glass in these matches that they have. In their blood and guts, that was fake glass. Like they're not even using that for real. So CM Punk is like, bro, we don't even use it for real life, brother. What makes you think we're finna do this for real? Like now you're just being.
That's stupid. What I'm saying. There's other ways. All you need to do is sit for a second and think, how can we do this? And go a logical way about it. If it's just gonna be your arm, maybe your arm got weakened up in a match and somebody jump you and they target that, and they could probably slam your arm in a door. Oh, you're gonna be gone for a minute, your arm broken. It don't have to be, yo, I gotta go slam, I gotta go get hit by a car, oh wait, let me get thrown out of 32-story building so I can be off TV for a few months. It ain't gotta be that serious. Like, I mean, we taking it seriously, but you ain't gotta hurt yourself.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on CM Punk so far? Your thoughts changed on it? Your thoughts changed on pretty much CM Punk and the backstage antics and everything under the sun, pretty much?
No, I'm still on the same. Yeah, I'm on the same page as him. Even with like him having I forgot his name, Dolph Ziggler's brother, Nick.
Brian Nemeth.
Brian, I called him Nick almost. Yeah, like having. Okay, I'll put it like this. I can see one side saying like, "Oh, why is he abusing his power by having people removed?" But having like him, Matt Hardy, things where he kind of looking at it. Look, I can already see y'all just may be a potential problem, so I'm just going to eliminate it right now. Then again, that's a bad way to go about it because you'd rather just kind of just go straight up and be like, look, if we got an issue, let's talk about it. All this like you got to go over here. I can't be in the same room with you. No, because it's going to be the same thing week after week, month after month. And it's going to be pretty much what we've seen with him in the Elite. How they got to be on the opposite sides of the building for the same show. I don't know why these people just can't talk to me. What's wrong? Like, why you hate me? If I ain't did nothing personally to you, why?
Right, man. And it's weird why we even have to go this far. Oh, Jesus. Why we even have to go this far. Justin says Tony Khan needs to take back control, stop being a Punk mark, and seriously realize that Punk is not doing any good for AEW, that bastard. I added that back.
You son of
I was like, I added that part at the end. But yeah, no, I just disagree. I just disagree, man. CM Punk is good for AEW because I really feel that when they got to the points where everybody in that locker room was like, we don't want CM Punk, we want him out of here. He don't make no money. He don't do this. He don't do that. When in reality, he makes a whole lot of money for AEW. He makes a whole lot of money. You give him his own show on Saturday because nobody wants to work with him, and the people that do want to work with him will work on AEW Collision. So they're going to slide over there. So if you got people over there that has a problem with CM Punk working in that locker room that's just going to talk trash about him, yeah, get the hell up out of here. If me and Devin are going into an environment and I know 3 people talk crap about us, hey, Izzy, do you want them out of here? I'm a hater. It's in my wallet somewhere. I got a wallet. I got a card. Certified hater. It's laminated. Like I don't hesitate.
It's true.
It's true. I'm telling you, it's true. I got a hater card. Like, but it's getting to the point to where, yeah, I want you gone. Would you do something like that, Devin? If your 3 biggest haters,
yeah,
in the room, you want them
look,
gone.
look. If I was, yeah, that's the thing, and I'm gonna even double on it. If I'm CM Punk age, I'm not trying to call him old. I ain't got time. It's like, dude, like that's kiddie stuff. If we gotta sit in a room and like I gotta sit up here, oh, this dude don't like me, for such and such reasons, even though I've never done nothing personally to him. He called me soft on Twitter. I tried to talk to him, and it ain't gonna probably go nowhere. So he can just leave. That's the same basis we had. Look, if the Elite and CM Punk, if they talk it out, so and so, well, I don't want to do this. Well, you can leave. Cause we here to make money. It's a business. What CM Punk say? He's trying to run a business. If we got employees up in here fighting and don't want to get along, you know what they can do? They can walk out the door.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much all it was in that CM Punk controversy. I don't think we have to go too deeply into it anymore, just because I'm pretty sure we'll be talking about CM Punk next week. So anything else that we have thought about, we'll probably say next week.
That is low-key how it go.
Yeah, I'm like to whoever gets kicked out or disrespected or anything of that sort. So, but Devin, I got a confession. I think I got somebody in trouble.
I think I understand why you like Liv Morgan.
No, see, I wouldn't even go that far.
You got somebody in trouble.
I'm still trying to figure it out. Yeah, because it was just weird. I had a long day at work. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was stressing, and it was a while ago. And what's it called? So I'm driving, and somebody cuts me off. So I'm like screaming, "What is going on?" I'm like, "Who is you, bro?" So I get the honking at my horn. I'm like, "Bro, man, get out of my face, bro." So I see a middle finger get stuck out. I'm like, who the hell is this dude? So I don't see who it is, obviously. And so I speed up in my car and I just cut the man off. So every time he tries to get ahead of me, I'm just like, I'm swimming pretty much. I'm just telling him. So out of nowhere, he finally gets the best of me because I got to get off on the exit. He floors it and I see a gun pull up. What you doing? What you doing? So I called the police, man. I called the authorities, my brother. Authorities. And unfortunately, Cash Wilder was the one that got arrested.
Hey, he rolled that window down. You heard that boom, 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 boom. I'm sorry. I just feel like in a movie scene, like, it's like John Wick, y'all on the freeway. It's all crazy. Hey, hold up. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I promise I did not mean to clown like that, but I couldn't help it.
It's like I got off the exit and I look right and this Dax in the other car. I'm like, come on now, man. I'm like, don't do this. I don't deserve to be in this position.
You said we don't make no flips.
I'm like, hey man, I can't really call the super kick, the house party, whatever they call, because we didn't talk so much trash about them.
They said we're the real Bullet Club. I quit. I promise I quit.
But in all seriousness, after all the stupidity I spewed, Cash Wheeler was arrested in pretty much a firearm. He had a firearm case, long story short. And it's a road rage incident, road rage case. So the Orange County clerk has posted the affidavit to issue a warrant that is filed on July 28th, one day after Wheeler is allegedly to have brandished a weapon during a road rage incident in Florida. The affidavit includes a report from the responding police officer and some names and address have been redacted for the report below. So it says the victim said that the Jeep took the right shoulder to drive around him on the passenger side of his vehicle. The victim looked over and noticed the white man with a beard. Ooh, scary. No, it's fine. He noticed the white man with the beard pointing a black semi-automatic handgun out the window, giving him a strong stare. Damn, he hit him with that Arn Anderson. He said, I'll pull out the Glock. Put it against his forehead. That's crazy. He says the victim said he feared for his life. The victim stated he slowed down to get out of the way of the firearm and ended up behind the suspect's vehicle at the time. At the time, both were committed to exit 83, and the victim took pictures of his Jeep as it turned right onto College Park Drive and began driving reckless. The victim said the Jeep, after taking the picture, he said he called 911 and gave the vehicle information to dispatch what the vehicle looked like. He explained that he could not be late for work and asked the officer to meet him at his work. Yeah, that's about it. So, yeah, it looks like he got mad and dang, he did it like how they say in like drive-bys. He tried to hit him like while driving. He tried to hit him like in the Boys in the Hood, where he like hang out the window. This man really is John Wick. This man was driving. Look, man, he was driving with his knees.
Don't tell you.
He was driving with his knees hanging out the window, shooting people.
With the FCR.
He's like, he's staring with his knees. That's crazy. I'm telling this man, John Wick ain't got nothing on Cash Wheeler. Let me tell you something, man.
It's gonna be their next match.
This man drove with his knees and stuck half his body out the window to scare somebody, man. Let me tell you how dope that is. Ricky! Let me see. He didn't even have to say that, man.
Let me see, man.
I'm telling you, man, this is dope, man. This is, I mean, it ain't dope, obviously. This is awful horrible.
He said, this is awesome.
No problem with you, man. This dude was playing GTA 6 before it even came out, man. Like, if this ain't a new system, if this ain't a new move in GTA where I could just drive, and they said out the driver's side window, bro, this is out the driver's side window.
That's that DLC for Fight Forever.
Oh, it's at the driver's side window, so it'll be on his side. So let me see. So I gotta go this way. So he was just like,
Hey, you made this sound way more cool. He
but
made it
still,
sound
you know how crazy that
really.
is? He's still driving with his knees, and he still gotta like stick your body out the window. And he still got to he ain't even gotta use his knees. He just like, bro, that's crazy, man. Imagine if he had a laser and he just followed
Got
you.
nothing to say.
I'm telling you, bro. This
I ain't
dude,
got.
he opens up his like, what if he has like some John Wick thing where it's like, you know, that little flap with the mirror on top? He like opens that up as a clip. Like he just puts the gun in and the clip just falls right in.
You know what? You know what?
He's like, man, I'm Cash Wheeler, man. I ain't going out like this, man. He said, that's crazy.
He
But
said, no flips, just clips.
It said, yeah, no fists, just clips, man. No flips, just clips. There you go. No flips, just clips. That's dope, man. I'm sorry. I mean, at least we know Cash Wheeler got it on him. So all I know is that I just pray that him and Sonya Deville just don't link up together, because that's just a bad combination that you just don't want to have. Sonya Deville injured, so you know she ain't got nothing to lose, man. Sonya Deville, she keep it on her, man. She can't run, so you know she ain't gonna, and she can't run, and she don't run. That's just Sonya Deville herself, man. Man, but yeah. Justice says, I understand Jack Perry shouldn't be using real glass, but on the other side of the fence, I get why Jack wanted to just so he can give the fans a reasonable explanation of why he's off TV. Yeah, it makes sense. It definitely. He says, will they finally update Fight Forever? If they do, we'll get a pistol on a pole match.
Belly.
A pistol on the pole match. That's crazy, man. He said,
Arn Anderson gonna be the referee.
Said, man, I don't miss. He was like, I don't play games, man. I'm telling you, he don't flip. He said it's just clips, man. He said, that's just insane, man. I'm sorry. Just imagine somebody driving and you just like, or what if he was just smooth? What if he just did it the other way? He just drove with his left and went with his left, which didn't show with his right. He didn't even look. He's Steph Curry with it. He's just driving and shooting, not even paying attention to the guys that he's shooting. Like I'm telling you, bro, this man is nice.
You know what?
I'm sorry, but if I don't see a gun celebration in their match, like a Cash Wheeler, like, oh my God, well, I need a Cash Wheeler move. I don't know, Cash Wheeler just randomly Spine Buster by Cash Wheeler. That's gonna be Cash Wheeler.
Stop it. You know what? Look, it's either gonna have to be that. He gonna have to join the Austin Gunn and I forgot the other one. You know the Guns, Billy Gunn's sons.
The Gun.
He joined with them. You know, Guns Up. You know he could be in the Bullet Club Gold now. You know, NCR could be managed by Arn Anderson now. Like I mean, there's ways to go through with. You know, I hate adding gas to this fire.
That was awesome. That was all. I'm sorry. That was a perfect way to end it. But yeah,
wait, hold on. It's another way to end this. Hold on. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I promise. Look, as much as we was clowning, it's very unfortunate that you know, it had to come to that. I mean, although granted, glad nobody was hurt, you know, in any way. Obviously, that's why we able to kind of, you know, get some jokes off. But yeah, you know, if something like that happened, I mean, the best thing to do, man, is just move on, because you may not never see that person on the road again. And if you do, I don't know, ask them to go get some Burger King or something. Like, I mean, make the best of it. You ain't gotta see somebody and be like, man, I do that to you. You know, just you know, move it. You know, keep it moving. You know, you ain't gotta, you know, John Wick it, you know, all the time. You know, that's gonna be a new verb. You know, I had to John Wick that man. You know, be out here John Wicking.
I think if we had to learn anything from this, it's that don't smile, don't laugh. It ain't funny. Like this is one thing that we should learn from this is that Cash Wheeler should always have the right of way if you're ever driving. Cash Wheeler has the right of way if you're driving. Just know that for a fact. Unless you want to get, you know,
I'm sorry. He said don't laugh. I'm just like, God dang, man. Oh, I hear boom, 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 boom. Oh shoot. Somebody getting ready to turn around, hear that theme. I'm like, hey, put your car in park, bro. We ain't going nowhere. Hold on. Chill out.
It's just that as soon as the beat drop, I just see him steering with his knees.
The window rolling down slowly.
I'm telling you, man, it's just unfortunate. I'm glad Cash Wheeler wasn't born in like the hood. He's like, man, they call him Cash for a reason, man. As soon as you see this, as soon as you hear that theme song, man, you better run. Like it's over. But another thing that's over
with that bank shot.
No, another thing that's over potentially is Edge in WWE. It says that his WWE contract expires at the end of September. He says so. That
was a nice segue.
It's slated. Thank you. He says, I was like, okay, I'm reading the article and I just hear that's a good segue.
I couldn't help it, man. I'd be happy to because I'd be like, dang, that was a good one. I'm sorry. I had to get props.
No, that was funny. So Edge goes on to say that I mean, I can't say I haven't thought about it. I have for sure, but I realize I haven't come to any conclusions, and I'm kind of torn, honestly, because I don't want to do this to the point where I feel like I'm able to have an output that I want. Because only I know how I feel when I'm deep in a match and I go, oof, man, okay, I didn't do enough cardio. Or man, I did all that cardio and I'm still feeling this way. That's why I really want to collect myself after this thing. Take a big old breath and just decide what it is. My contract is up at the end of September. This is my last contracted match. Talking about this match with Sheamus. So I have a lot of decisions to make, but I can't do it now. I think I almost got to see how Friday goes in a weird way. I know that's not a clear answer, but I don't have it yet. You think Edge is done, Devin?
I want to say that he's not. I feel like if he knew he would be done, he would be done. You know, and I hope he'll know when it's time and he don't, pull an Undertaker and, wrestle a few years out of what he probably should have been doing. But as good as his match with Sheamus was, I just don't think that's gonna be his last match. I feel like match for Edge, I feel like he'll probably want to have his last match be something that could be carried forward. Sort of like with the Grayson Waller match he had with the Grayson Waller match he had with Grayson Waller. Yeah, you know how that match was like. He's the veteran, obviously, and then you got this rookie. I feel at some point he may want his last match to be a match where like that guy will win and basically take that victory over Edge in his last match. And we give Edge his flowers and his round of applause and everything. But I feel that will be his last match. I don't know, a match with Sheamus on SmackDown. I just don't think that's the last match of the Rated R Superstar.
And can you give me
They gotta bring Tony Schiavone.
Can you give me one wrestler that had a perfect retirement?
Perfect retirement.
Shoot.
I would have said Ric Flair if we just count WWE.
I would have argued to say Shawn Michaels.
Well, he kind of. Well, yeah. Okay,
I'm saying they follow.
I was like, I was gonna do it, but I was like, we could just erase that and just say, he did. No, he did. I would agree with that.
They fall in the same boat, him and Ric Flair, because Ric Flair had his last match and that was stupid. Undertaker, is always stupid.
It's very slim pickings for like who had a perfect like last match, because it's like a lot of them just don't. They'll say it, but then they'll wake up in the next few months and go, "Dang, I probably still got one more in me." I don't know. That's good endings.
Like Sting,
they don't like good finishes.
Sting will never have a perfect retirement. I will say that wholeheartedly. Sting will never have a perfect send off because look, you're 60-something years old, bro. You're still playing. You're still being the Joker Sting nowadays. Your character is changing 24/7. Your character's cooked, bro. If you were to retire right now, I don't think you would be happy with how your career will pretty much tailed off. And I think that's for a lot of these wrestlers. And at this point, Edge, he still can wrestle. he still can put on a good match. That match with Sheamus, I thought, was really good. So if Edge were to come back and wrestle again, I wouldn't say nothing bad about it. But do I think he's done? No. I don't think he's retired at all. I think he's going to come back at some point in time. It's just a matter of when. But now we got to see when is Austin Theory going to get some momentum on his side, because he did get the win over LA Knight last night, but unfortunately, this is at the expense of. I'm afraid this is he's on the back burner, because although he's number one contender for Rey Mysterio's, IC in U.S. title, it's just the fact of it's at the expense of LA Knight and the Miz's rivalry. How much of this is meaningless in terms of Austin Theory's number one contenders match and the LA Knight and Miz rivalry as a whole? Or do you not see this as unnecessary?
You're saying like Austin Theory's like when you say unnecessary, you're saying like his position in this whole thing with LA Knight and the Miz? Yeah, I would say so, because they don't really need him at all involved in that, because LA Knight and the Miz can build a program just by themselves, For Austin Theory though, I don't see him gaining back any momentum, because even when he had the championship, his momentum was waning. They had him lose to Santos. He was in that battle royal at SummerSlam, got tossed out of there. And then he lost his championship to Rey Mysterio, even after he tried his best to keep it by attacking Santos. And he only beat LA Knight just because of the whole Miz feud. So I don't see him really making any difference here. I don't see him getting back this United States Championship at any point in this near future right now. I think somehow, some way, this will be the way. I wouldn't want to have him off TV for too long. But like I said, just to have him step back and kind of repackage himself just a little bit.
I mean, yeah. It's just the fact of I didn't think he need that much of a packaging. I thought what he was doing with his character was good. He just wasn't seeing that much TV time. And they put him on the back burner with his matches. His matches weren't as good. Man, I just don't think they doing too much for him to make him succeed when you already told us and shoved it down our throats that he's the next big thing. I mean, you did this with Roman, Seth Rollins, everybody under the sun, where you shoved them down our throats. So it's like, you have to like this dude. You're doing it with Theory, and now Theory is getting dropped lower and lower. You're gonna hurt him a lot more with this. And even Justin says Edge seems like the guy who knows when it's over. I don't think he's done though. So yeah, I agree. He said he still has a lot of drive for at least one more good run with no start and stop like the recents. I agree wholeheartedly. He has one great run left. And when I mean run, I mean like multiple pay-per-views, premium live events. Justin also goes on to say Theory is basically a wall right now. No way he wins the U.S. title back anytime soon. So don't really understand why he beat LA Knight last night. Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. I can understand why you don't want LA Knight versus Rey Mysterio, babyface versus babyface. Yeah, this makes sense. But you got to clean this up. Like, I don't know how they're going to clean this up, but I'm just not confident. Are you confident in them cleaning this up?
They will, but it won't be the best cleanup you're looking for, because hopefully Rey Mysterio will retain against Austin Theory. Like I said, I don't see him winning back this championship, and LA Knight is gonna go off with the Miz and do whatever they're gonna do leading up to a Payback or Fastlane. And like I said, in that meantime, I just my thing with Austin Theory, like, he has the tools. It's just he has the look, everything. It's just it's something missing, because, like, for instance, when he had that thing with John Cena, which I wish had more time. I think that's what did him in, because they really didn't have a lot of time to develop. They had one face-to-face encounter, and after that, it was, I'll see you at WrestleMania. After I just cooked you, and now you don't get a chance to cook me back. Then he had to do that promo with nobody in the arena, because it was like, well, shoot, was he gonna get booed out the arena? Why you didn't just? That would have been the real test right there. If you would have just let him do that promo before WrestleMania in front of people and see how they took it. But doing it when nobody there, no reactions, you can't really gauge it.
No, not at all.
So I don't think they trusted him yet.
Nah, they're not. They're still not, and it's just getting worse at this point. And Theory will be one of those guys where, you know, he's going to feel that Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, as we mentioned earlier, Dean Ambrose effect, where he's going to be 30-something, it's finally going to click, and we're going to see nothing but Theory. And I don't think a lot of us will complain. But the other thing I want to bring up, and this is, you know, it's not new. You know, I feel like this is being talked about a decent amount, but this is something that I was thinking about for a while. Judgment Day is possibly going to get a new look. And I really think that it's going to come to the form of Damian Priest winning this title. He's going like, hey, man, I'm the leader now. I'm the leader now. Get this old ass.
All right.
Get this old ass Finn Balor out of my face. He's nothing to me now. They get him out.
You're washed.
Yeah, he's like, I want that small little British man right there. He's not British, but JD McDonough. Give me JD McDonough here. Get him here on train. On that train, get JD McDonough here, and he's going to take over Finn Balor's spot. Judgment Day will be ruled by Damian Priest. He will be the new leader, and JD McDonough will take over Finn Balor's spot. Do you see any likeliness in that?
Yes, I do. I'm sorry. I sounded like the X-Man was flying over my house for a minute. I got kind of scared. Do that to me. But yeah, because look, it's already been all these cracks forming for about 2 months, I'll say. And it's looking like Damian Priest will be the one that's going to be the main guy, which I felt for a while. He just looks like he could lead the Judgment Day. And, you know, I hate to give the boot to Finn Balor, but he the only one I can see. And you replace him with JD McDonough, somebody else that needs to be elevated and brought up and people to see what he really can do on the main roster scene. And I don't have an issue with that. Only thing I would do is really take a good look at how I want to treat Finn Balor from now on.
Yeah, because they're definitely treating him like dog crap. Man, I already got 3 title shots, blew them all. So now you literally have nothing to do. So I think Finn Balor is pretty much as good as hurt at this point. Past recovery. But Devin, can you recover from last week and do good on this quiz?
That's my final answer, and I'm saying it with my chest.
You saying it with your chest?
Yes.
Your chest is correct. Final answer?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Wow. Wow.
And I'm me.
Ugh. We got 8 minutes to get this quiz going.
I need like half.
Only need half.
More like 4. You know, maybe 5 though. In the words of Big E, 5.
Well, then ask me this
5.
question. Answer me this question, Brother Devin. Stephanie resurfaced of July of this year when her father appointed her the general manager of SmackDown.
2002.
Final answer?
Baby. Yes, sir.
2002 is correct. 2002 is correct. You are an old man.
002. See, man. Hey, that means I'm about to reach my prime in wrestling then.
He's going to reach his prime in wrestling. Look, even Justice slides through with the correct answer. Look at that. Justice says, don't forget about me, brethren. He said, I got you. Don't worry about it. Look.
All right, we can't forget the boss.
Here it goes.
Gonna be problems out there if we do that.
Christian's single career was equally successful. In addition to capturing the IC title, Captain Charisma also proudly held the ECW and European titles, among others. His greatest success came around this year when he reached WWE's pinnacle and won the World Heavyweight Championship.
2011.
What was that?
2011. I'm sorry, I got a little excited. My English suffered from that.
It was on my side, but it is correct. You are correct.
I thought it was just me talking. I remember that one more match. Christian. Give me one more match, Randy, please.
Look at this. This dude,
please.
6'7", 280 pounds from San Diego, California. Signature move, full throttle. No, I'm just playing. We're done here.
I was gonna say, son of a boy Chuck.
Oh, like that was just stupid. That was just stupid. And Justin comes
That full throttle gave it away.
Justin comes through with the correct answer as well. Let's go here. This. I don't know if you're gonna get this one, man. I don't know. You must have a great memory bank because I don't think I was watching at this time. In September of this year, no, I'm sorry. In September of 2010, Cody Rhodes teamed up with this man to defeat the Hart Dynasty to win the WWE Tag Team Championships.
Ted DiBiase Jr.?
September 2010. Final answer?
Yes. Wait. Oh, wait. No. You said 2010. Hold on. 2010. September 2010. Correct.
September
I got my
2010.
timing off. Wait. Oh, shoot, 2010. Okay, that's actually a bit creepy. Dang, who was he with the tag team with at that time? Crap. Dang. I was watching, but it was a lot of boo-boo going on at that time too. To beat the Hart Dynasty, it's really gonna bug me, man. Who the heck did he team up with? Crap. Hey, I talked all this mad stuff, man. Look, this is really tough, man. Dang. I thought I had this in the bag, but I was off about a year. That's why I had Ted DiBiase. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this.
I'm gonna pass on this. It is the one, Drew McIntyre.
See, like about at that time, that's why he wasn't the Scottish Warrior that he is today.
He wasn't.
So,
and
Justin got me on that one.
Come through with the right answer. This man, Ted DiBiase Jr. This is 2010. This is 2010. I was like,
yeah, because I thought it was like 2000. I don't know. I thought it was 2009. I'm like, they had a match with Randy at that WrestleMania 2010. I'm like, nah, if it's September, couldn't have been. See, my memory's still deep. It's just, ain't.
I got another one.
They got some potholes in it.
Corey Graves added more gold to his resume when he teamed up with this man to defeat Luke Harper and Eric Rowan for the NXT Tag Team titles in July of 2013.
Seth Rollins.
Final answer?
Yes, sir.
Neville. It was Neville. This man 0 for 2.
I got nothing to say for myself. I thought it was Seth Rollins.
Let me see.
Wait, what would I think? Oh, what I think that? Whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. We move on from L's. That's how we focus on dubs.
We got one more question, man. Can this man get over 500? Can he get over 50% in this quiz? Let me see here if I can find it. Justin says he was about to say Neville, but he wasn't sure. Justin stays honest in here. So Justin is still ahead by 1. Let's see if Devin can tie this thing up.
Honestly, man, this ain't nothing but a room of honest men out here. That's how we roll.
Here goes. The final question. This man was traded to SmackDown in April 2019 and became Shane McMahon's physical enforcer and bodyguard, doing McMahon's bidding for 6 months before being traded back to Raw. This was in 2019.
Was that? God dang! I actually was not watching that time. Yeah, it made me mad with that Kofi stuff.
Oh yeah, that was the Kofi Kingston. Yeah, that was. I know.
Yeah, I was done with them for a minute. But was that Eric? No, I think he was with. No, you say he got drafted to SmackDown. So that mean he wasn't there already.
That's facts. And then he was drafted back to Raw.
Back to Raw. Braun Strowman?
Final answer?
Yeah. No, shoot, man. What the?
Final answer. And I'm saying
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Final answer.
That's my final answer.
Are you saying it with your trust? Is that
I'm saying it. Yeah, it's not one of them days.
Drew
Oh, don't tell me.
McIntyre?
Man, we got two Drew McIntyre. Freaking Drew McIntyre, man. He screwed me twice, man.
Drew McIntyre.
That's why Roman beat him at Clash at the Castle. Man, I'm on Drew head now. He cost me 2 doggone L's in this, man. I gotta take it out on somebody. It's gonna be him. Dang, that 2010 nobody.
Yes, sir. See, man,
You look cold now.
And as usual, the boss fires Devin Lee Crimes Jr. The boss comes away with the win. And look, man, every time I see the boss come through in these quizzes, I just think of the Leatherface that's coming in there from AEW that's about to chase Devin around. That's what it is.
Hey. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I don't want to give too much time to that at all. I'm actually glad that it wasn't in the show. I promise you. I'm so glad. But can I just get like maybe 90 seconds at the most of my thoughts on that? Look, I'll put it like this. After finding out that the money that they were getting from this promotion was going to, the relief, and I at that point I'm like, okay, it's going to a good cause. That's fine. But I'm still gonna call a spade a spade. It was boo-boo, it was trash. It felt like I was watching TNA. So that's why I had to tweet out, what am I watching right now? Because I watched the whole thing. I did that to myself. Sometimes I hate myself. And I had no idea. And what's her name? Karen Jarrett, she kept on screaming. I had to turn the TV down because I ain't want nobody to be like, bro, what is you watching right now? And yeah, I just didn't want that awkward conversation. But that match I thought was absolute butt flakes. And yeah.
It was definitely awful. They could have did a whole lot of things better with their time. They talked so much trash about that walking
zombie match.
Yeah, that zombie match that they had. And now you're doing some crap like this. It just don't make any sense.
You see, that's my thing. Like, it's like keep the same energy, man.
Justice says that Drew was aligned with Shane to help Shane beat Roman. Dang! He tapped into your Roman knowledge, your Roman history, and said you don't know nothing about Roman. He said the boss knows more about Roman.
Look. That was a tough time for Roman fans such as me. That's why I had to walk away. I couldn't take it no more. Really? I couldn't take how they was doing my dude. Yeah, really? They was throwing dog food on my dude. I ain't see it, but I seen about it.
So why?
And I came back.
It also says the two of them had an awesome tag team match against Roman and The Undertaker.
I gotta go see that. I can't really see Undertaker at that point of time having an awesome match. And it probably was. I just ain't gonna get a credit to the Undertaker. I just can't. I gotta go see that because like I said, that was a time where WWE was just really pushing me away, man. With the Kofi Mania, debacle, throwing dog food on Roman. I can't think of anything else because I just wasn't really. Yeah, I came back when the Tribal Chief came back. I saw the signal when he did that. Ooh, why he did that to Braun Strowman in the Fiend. I rose up out my bed and said, man, let me resubscribe this network real quick. Let me go get my copy of 2K19 from Isaiah's house real quick. I'm back, baby. And I ain't never left since, man.
I feel like you were trying to get into the Titantron. What they call those? I feel like you were trying to get into that beforehand, before Roman came into the picture. I feel like you were trying to get yourself into those pictures, the COVID pictures, the Thunderdome. That's what it was.
You know what? I did have numerous attempts, and I think WWE was probably sick of me because they kept sending me an invite, and I would apply for the invite, get it, and I was like SpongeBob, like I called earlier, but I hung up because I was nervous.
Look, this man said, can I get a minute and a half, knowing damn well he's going to get another minute and a half, because is there anything else you want to say before we close this show out?
That is true, and that's a miscalculation on my point, but that's what that butt flakes match did to me. So I blame it on that. Just like I blame my loss today on Drew McIntyre. Like it's a good thing he is that dog now, because I hated the boy back in the day, man. I couldn't stand him. Oh, chosen this and chosen that. Yeah, like come on, dog. Boy, he cool now. And like just like Drew, I'm cool now. Like it is what it is. I give all props to the boss Justin. Like he got the dub today. But that ain't added fuel for me to come back even. That's all good. I'm gonna go back and freshen up on that time that I was absent as a fan. You know, it was a lot of dookie going on. But I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I'm gonna hand it back over to the #1 hater. He said it himself. He got the hater card in his pocket. He got a subscription to get Haterade delivered to his house every day. And shout out to EO Sky. That's all I got to say.
This part actually reminds me.
I got one.
What?
My bad. All I got to say, y'all, I'm sorry. I got one more. That was on my mind all day. Just so y'all know, a lion would never golf, but a tiger would. Oh, you know, I was gonna say it's getting kind of embarrassing now. I thought you was gonna, snatch it back real fast.
I thought I'd leave the people with to go off because what the hell? I was no, stop, no. Look. Because I'm like, all right, that's it. No, wait. I said, please, no, stop. I'm like, bro, what is happening that we already an hour in. I'm like, sure, Devin. The lion won't golf, but the tiger would.
I seen that the other day, and I was just like, the whole world gotta hear this, man. That's like the ultimate dad joke in history.
Did they see? They're here. Justin texted this in. Awesome show, guys. Take it back, Justin. Take it back. I don't want to.
He ain't said that after the joke. You know, maybe he was saying that was a part of it. Like, hey, you know what? That was an awesome show, but y'all really had a with that joke.
Justin, take it back. Take it back, please. Take it back. We don't deserve it anymore. But man, thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys erase the last 30 seconds, the last minute and a half from your memory banks.
Hey, they gonna do it like I did 2019. I was gone, but I came back. Hey, somebody might leave from that joke, but they definitely gonna be back.
See, you know what's crazy? Devin, like, he usually don't interrupt me when it's like I be expecting Devin to interrupt me when he be like, oh, bro, that's crazy. Another thing, the psychology, the focal point, the exception of the match. But it's always, bro. The chicken won't cross the street, but a human would. Like, where are we coming with this?
Come on, I like the Black Eyed Peas, man.
It just see, here it goes. And then Justin, I laughed at it. No, you didn't. You laughed.
See?
You laughed at it
I got a pop.
No, you know what you did? I'll show you exactly what Justin did. That was him.
Look at you, man. I got a reaction, man.
When he said he laughed at it, that was his response.
I got a pop from the boss. That's all that mattered. I came back to Gorilla, and they was like, Devin, do that again next week.
Do that again next week? No. Tony Khan wouldn't even take you back.
Oh, dang. I'm sorry. I'm really in the gutter now.
I hope CM Punk won't let you in his locker room. Oh, you get banned from Collision. Oh, there's gonna be one of them. You not welcome in the locker room. You're the locker room distraction.
I want to be a collider.
Man. Let's collide ourselves out of this melon app. Thank you all for listening. If y'all do want to get a part of that faction fantasy on Instagram, Cheap Pop Wrestling Podcast, RASSLIN. Thank you so much for listening, and as always, we'll see you guys next time.
Del Morgan gonna win the women's Money in the Bank this year, and that's all I'm gonna say.
You don't believe that.
Liv Morgan to do, man. You want her to?
I want her to beat competition. That's what I want. He hasn't been convincing at all. She was getting her ass beat by Becky Lynch, ass beat by Rhea Ripley.
Becky Lynch had to cheat to beat her.
Devin.
They literally bring that up in the story. No, come back here. Come back here. No. You not finna rain on my little Morgan parade, dog.
Let's
No.
move on.
No, we not moving on. No.
Y'all ain't see that. Y'all ain't see that.
Homie, I'm leading the way, DG on top. How about you keep it